Hey, when you get home today, don't go to your room. That's gonna be my mom and sister's room.
What?
You're gonna stay in the kitchen from now on. You have to cook anyway, so it's okay, isn't it? I'll get you a sleeping bag later.
Hey, hold on a sec. I don't get it. What's up with you all of a sudden?
My sister Ella got divorced.
Divorced?
That's right. She and my mom got kicked out of their house. That's horrible, isn't it? So I decided to take care of them.
How long are they going to stay?
What do you mean, how long?
Well, they're not going to be staying with us forever, are they? It will be easier for them to plan if they make a definite deadline first. And it would save everybody from worrying about all sorts of stuff.
What are you talking about? I'm saying my sister and mother are moving with us starting today. That's the deal.
Living together?
You should be happy about that.
Absolutely not.
It's already decided. You want poor Ella, who got divorced right after the baby was born, and mom to go out on the street?
Well, I certainly don't want that. But living with us for the rest of their lives? That's not the answer, is it?
You're surprisingly heartless, aren't you?
I don't think that's the problem here.
Anyway, I'm bringing Ella and her baby back here tonight. You'll take care of them.
Huh?
Especially since mom is 60 years old, I want you to cook her healthy food. Take her for a walk every morning and help her go places. You need to take complete care of her.
No. Wait a minute. I have a job, okay? I'm just talking to you on my lunch break. I don't have time for this.
You work from home. You can at least take care of mom in between things, can't you?
I'm already working and doing all the housework. And now I have to take care of my mother-in-law? I mean, we talked about moving in with your mother when we got married. But she was just really mean and too difficult to get along with.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you were such a selfish woman, mom had no choice but to go to my sister's house. And the result is them getting kicked out of their house. In other words, my sister got divorced because of you.
Excuse me?
So you, as a way of apologizing, have to do as much as you can to take care of my mother and sister. And of course, don't cut corners on the housework. Especially the cooking. Mom's a picky eater. You've been using your job as an excuse to cut corners and never cook any good food. Take this opportunity to learn to cook for my mother.
That means I have to take care of my mother-in-law, do the housework, and work. I won't have any time to rest at all.
You'll have to figure that on your own. It's because your lack of experience that you can't make time.
Don't you realize you're talking nonsense?
Anyway, I'm bringing Ella and the baby home, so get everything ready.
Hello, Dawn. Did you hear from my brother? Yes, I did. I heard from Andrew that you're planning to live in our house. You and your mother are moving in today, right?
No,
I think he may have said something about living together. But rest assured, I don't intend to be that much of a burden on you. Oh, is that right? But I heard that you got divorced and got kicked out of your house, so you have nowhere to go. I guess I need to explain my situation first, right? Where do I begin? My husband and I are divorced, and it's temporary. Huh? You know that we and my mother were living together, don't you, Dawn? Yes, I do. After your father passed away, your mother was left alone and you were worried about her. I heard that's what you said.
That's a lie.
What? The truth is, Neither my husband nor I had any intention of living with my mother. I heard that when you married my brother, that she was abusive to you. Yes. It's the same with my husband. Before we got married, my mother checked out my husband's income, his co-workers, his boss, the company, and so on. She insisted that I should stop being with such an unworthy man. But I overcame her objections and joined my husband, and we were very happy. But my mother came to our house and stayed there. Oh no. I told her to leave, but she wouldn't listen. My husband, who is also a kind man, started to say that he felt bad about kicking her out. So she moved in with us. Wow, that must have been hard. And that was the beginning of my hellish life. Every day, my mother calculated in detail when my husband came home, how much money he made, and how much overtime he worked. She yelled at him when he didn't make enough money and cursed him for not being able to leave her daughter with a more capable man. It's unpleasant just thinking about those days. Even my kind husband became exhausted and decided that it was all just too much. So I talked with my husband, and we decided to temporarily divorce to deceive my mother. We planned to move far away together and secretly remarry in a new place. So that's what it was. I was going to have my mother live alone from now on. But I didn't expect that my brother would help my mother and let her live with us. I'm sorry for getting you into this. Don't apologize. I didn't think my husband would insist on having my mother-in-law live with us either. Because I've refused to let her live with us before. He didn't listen to me at all. So it's not your fault. Thank you. But why does Andrew want you to live with us? It seems like your and Andrew's stories are basically different. About that, my brother seems to think that I'm a housewife who didn't make enough money and got divorced and lost her way. He's also mad at me for the divorce, saying that my husband kicked me and my mother out of the house. He wants to help me and my mother, so he says he'll let us live with him. But the truth is, you were a stay-at-home mom, right? You guys can't get married again right away. What are you going to do until then? My husband is giving me money to live on for the time being. So I was thinking of hiding out somewhere and living alone, but if my mother is going to live there, I can't just run away. Can I move in with you and take care of my mother? Of course I will pay for the living expenses. But we don't have enough rooms. We only have one vacant room. I've been kicked out of my room and told to sleep in the kitchen. The kitchen is outrageous. Dawn, go ahead and stay in your room. I don't mind if my mother and I share a room. Your job is working from home, right? I'll keep an eye on my mother so she doesn't disturb you. And I'll do the housework. That would be very helpful. My husband won't listen to anything I have to say. But if you ask me, I can't say no. If a deadline is set, I'm not opposed to you living with us. Let's talk about who's going to do what to make it work. Thank you very much. It really helps. Thank you too. And there's one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. Huh? Would you like to talk again without my brother? Would it be better without him there? Yeah, there's something on my mind, but I think it's going to be kind of hard for you to hear. I think I can guess, but anyway, okay. It's almost time, so I'll go for now. Okay, have a safe trip. Excuse me, Dawn. Are you still at the supermarket? Yeah. I'm about to go check out. Sorry, but can I get you to get me one more thing? What? Mom suddenly said she wanted strawberries. Strawberries? Do you think they sell them this time of year? They might not be in the supermarket. But I called a fruit shop in the mall and asked, and they said they had them there. So I asked them to hold them for me. I'm sorry, but could you please go pick them up? Okay, sure. I'm sorry for my mother's selfishness. I wish I could go with you and help. No problem, I drove. Besides, if I don't buy them, your mother will make a fuss again. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, it's not your fault. Thank you for keeping an eye on my mother-in-law while I was gone. Thank you too. I really appreciate it.
Looks like you're fulfilling your role as a wife nicely, huh?
Andrew?
I heard you bought strawberries for my mother. I'm glad to see you're taking good care of my sister and mother.
And you, on the other hand? Ever since my sister-in-law and mother-in-law came to live with us, you've been coming home later and later. Recently, you've been coming home in the morning. Before you know it, you won't be coming home at all.
It's not my fault things got so busy at work. Anyway, I have to do it to make up for the extra mouths to feed.
Ella is putting in enough money, right?
Huh? There's no way she has that kind of money now. If you're going to talk back, think a little better before you say it. Don't complain when you're the one who's being fed in the first place.
I work.
You gonna say I'm working too? Well, let me tell you that measly salary you're making working from home is nothing to brag about. So, what then?
Nothing. Hey, I got the results.
How was it?
It's all bad.
Oh, is that so?
How about on your end?
My husband is already waiting for me over there. I'm ready to go whenever you want.
We should move on this as soon as possible. Well, I have some formalities to take care of, so can you wait until next week?
Understood.
All right, I'll get busy.
Hey, Dawn, where did you go? You left me signed divorce papers. Do you know what you did? Mom is very upset and furious. I'm the one who's providing for you. You're the one who should be served with a divorce. Now stop this and get the hell back here.
Okay, I understand. Then I guess we're divorced after all.
What?
I said, I see your point. Divorce is the only way.
Are you serious? You think you can live without me?
Yes, in fact, I can live without you.
What?
Don't tell me you just noticed the divorce papers. We left that house 3 days ago.
That long ago? We?
Of course, with your sister.
What? She was a housewife right before the divorce. She's even poorer than you, working from home for pennies on the dollar. There's no way she can leave home and live on her own.
What are you talking about? Your sister moved in with her husband.
Huh? Again, what are you talking about? She was abandoned by the terrible guy.
It was you guys who abandoned her.
Huh? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a reason for you to leave.
Well, it's true the situations aren't directly related. We just timed it together.
Huh? Timing?
I mean, I left a thick envelope next to the divorce papers. You haven't seen it yet?
The envelope was there, sure, but...
That should easily explain why I left and why I want a divorce.
What? What the hell? When did this happen? When did you take these pictures?
Can I assume that this is a reply to the contents of the envelope?
A report from a detective agency on an investigation. You requested it because you thought I was seeing another woman, didn't you? How long have you known? How long have you been aware of it?
About a month before your sister came to our house.
What?
I mean, your sister knew about your affair too.
Huh? Why?
Why? You really are clueless about what's going on around you, aren't you?
Clueless? What?
Did you forget that your sister and I are from the same university, though we were in different grades?
Well, come to think of it.
Your secret lover, Brenda, was a classmate of your sister, and we were in club activities together too.
Huh?
She was a notorious presence back then, and it was only a matter of time before we heard about it.
Really?
Besides, you suddenly moved your divorced sister and mother in to live with us, with the pretense of needing a place to live. That's why you made me take care of them.
Oh.
You were going to let your mother boss me around all day and make me take care of her. And by putting me through all of that, divert my attention away from you. That way you thought you could cheat all you wanted. Pretty stupid idea if you ask me.
No,
You rarely came home, so you didn't know about it. With the help of your sister, your mother's bullying was largely contained. Thanks to her, I had enough presence of mind to know about your affair and to request an investigation by a detective agency. Your mother also became quiet after she found out about your affair.
Oh no. Really? My mother knows about it too? Sis, are you even human? You can't tell Dawn and Mom about my affair.
Huh? What? I'm not so low as to take the side of someone who cheated, no matter how much she's a relative of mine, right?
What is that? You yourself got divorced by your husband, lost everything and went broke. Even though you went through such a hard time. Do you want your brother to go through that painful experience too?
What are you talking about? I'm remarrying my husband.
What?
Haven't you heard from Dawn? My husband and I are divorced, but it was only temporary. Mom forced us to live with her, and then she started bullying him so badly that we decided to get a divorce, trick Mom, and then remarry in a faraway place.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
You didn't think the divorce was because I was cheating?
It wasn't?
Don't compare me to someone who's so stupid he got caught cheating.
Jeez.
Just so you know, I didn't tell anyone my current address as a defense measure against Mom and you. Not even Dawn knows where I live.
What? Why would you take precautions?
Because I'm cutting all ties with you.
Cutting ties?
It's too much trouble to explain it all in detail.
What's too much trouble?
My brother is a scumbag and an idiot. And my mother is a parasite and a bully. I'm going to say bye to such a toxic family for the rest of my life after this message.
Oh, come on, sis.
Good luck taking care of your monster mother. See you later. Both my mother-in-law and Andrew said I was cheated on because I was not a very attractive wife. Such excuses could not be accepted in court, and a divorce was granted. The alimony was paid in a lump sum from the estate of my deceased father-in-law. My mother-in-law's retirement fund was skimmed. My mother-in-law was getting impatient, cursed Andrew every day and told him to work harder. Finally, she was kicked out of the house. I have since moved far away and continue to work from home. I make enough money to live on my own and have no problems. I received a postcard from the airport saying that my sister-in-law and her husband had decided to flee overseas for their own safety. I hope they are living happily after that.
Hey, Sophia, give me money. Brother, not again. I gave you $300 a week ago. Have you used it all? I want a few things that can't be helped. Transfer me $500 by tomorrow morning. For God's sake, why don't you just get a job? Oh, how can you talk so big now? Do you think you're better than me because you left home? I decided to say what was on my mind. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself asking money from your little sister? Not really. We are family, so the one who has more money should pay for all. I can't be your supporter forever. Hey, you call yourself a supporter. I just used a word that you would understand. I'm glad you understand. Anyways, transfer me $1,000. Don't add the amount. I have to tell you, I have my own life to live, so it's not going to go as it was. What? That will be solved if you move back home. Do you have more expenses because you left home? There's a reason why I left home. Oh yeah. A dude, right? What? You said I didn't know anything? I knew you were calling a guy for hours in your room. From the conversation, I could tell it was your boyfriend. You were eavesdropping? The walls in our house are so thin, I can hear everything. That's true. Anyways, I'm worried about you, sis, as an older brother. I waited in front of your company. What the hell are you doing? I mean, I thought the place you would get a boyfriend is the company. Bingo. You guys looked so happy together the second you came out of the company. So you left home to live with him, right? Basically, yes. I see. Okay. If you know about it, then I'll tell you. He is my boyfriend. We've been dating for about an year and I think about marriage. Longer than expected. He's a decent guy. I never thought you would have a boyfriend. Thank you. It's better for me because I get twice the money. What? Anyways, give me $1,000. Okay. Oh, but this is the last time I'm going to give you money. Tell mom that too. Okay, whatever. I'm counting on you for next month too. Hey Sophia, it's mom. What? Can you pay for this month? What? It's unusual for you to forget payment. I texted you because it seems like you forgot. I didn't forget. Okay, then there's no problem. Also, I want a bit more money than usual this time. I'm short about $400 from my credit card payment. So please help me out. I gave my brother $1,000 the end of last month. Really? But that's for your brother, right? The daily expenses are different. Didn't brother tell you? I told him that the $1,000 I gave him is going to be the last money I gave you guys. What do you mean? I'm dating someone and we're thinking about marriage. Yes, your brother told me about that. Since you started living with him, are you going to give us twice the money, right? Twice the money? I wasn't after the marriage. If that's the case, you should get married to him right away. What are you talking about? Am I wrong? Don't make me repeat myself. I told him that the $1,000 were the last money I'm going to give you guys. Last? What do you mean last? It means exactly what it means. I don't know how brother told you, but I'm going to live with my boyfriend. So I need my money for my own expenses. I can't keep supporting you guys, so the $1,000 is the last money I'm giving you. That's what I told you. Hey, the $1,000 was also my kindness. You guys need to stop depending on me for money. Do you have to make your brother work? Sophia, wait a minute. You too, Mom. Even though Dad has died, you still get the pension, right? Why do you have to ask me for money? I have to pay my loan. That's because you keep on buying designer bags. You just have to live on your own level. But I still need money. You're the one who used the money Dad left for us. You need to regret your choices. Hey, Sophia. It's a child's job to take care of their parents. Stop making stupid excuses and transfer the money. Those words, you should say that to brother as well. I'm going to get married soon and be in a different family. It's going to be harder for me to support you financially. I have to support my own life. So you should make your brother work. Then you should be able to live with your pension as well. Don't say that. Your brother doesn't work at all. That's why we've been relying on you, Sophia. Do you know what you call kids like that? Exploited children. Exploited? Maybe you didn't think of it like this, but when I thought about my future with my current boyfriend, I realized that I should not keep giving you money. I wouldn't be able to get married if I kept doing this. I don't think that's the case. First of all, if it's my brother's fault for not working in a financial state like this. That's true, but you're working, Sophia. And I've said countless times, I'm going to be in a different family soon. So you guys have to figure things out on your own. But Sophia, if you're going to be persistent, I'm going to block you. Wait, I have stuff to do. Hey Sophia, what the hell are you doing? Answer me. What? Mom keeps telling me to work and it's annoying. It's all your fault. That's great. What the fuck are you talking about? Mom thinks that you should work. That's a great perspective. It's not good. Hey brother, you need to realize that it's strange for you to not work at all. After you graduate high school, you haven't worked until 36 right now. You couldn't just live off your parents' money. But you started living off my money as well. Aren't you embarrassed as a big brother? You're so annoying. I think it's much better than not working. Stop acting so big just because you work at a good company. You're the one who is relying on my paychecks from that company. I'm not going to forgive you anymore. I'm going to drag it back home. Even if you cry, I'm going to drag it home. Do you know where I live? Of course. When I followed you and your boyfriend, I followed you to your apartment. I made sure just in case. Whatever you do is not that big of a deal. Okay, so you can't act so big anymore. Say bye to your boyfriend. Why? Because he's the one that's giving you stupid ideas. He's not a good man since he doesn't want to support his girlfriend's brother. We don't need a man like that. What are you talking about? I'm going to go to pack your things. Sophia, I know you're there. I'm here to get you. I'm ringing the bell, but you're acting like you're not home. Open the door. Oh, you're really here? Of course. Let's go. Come on out. Well, what? I'm not there anymore. What? Are you out? No. I've already moved from that place. What? That's impossible. Apartments are usually contracted on the yearly basis. You've only moved in about 2 months ago. It's not that easy for you to cut the contract. Stop making excuses. Just come out. The room is a weekly apartment. What the hell is that? It's for people who want to live for a short period of time. The shortest contract is a week. I was going to move soon anyway, so I lived there for a little bit. But I didn't need it anymore, so I released it yesterday. What the hell? So where are you now? Answer me. I'm abroad. What? Are you stupid? Stop making things up. I'm not making things up. I'm moving abroad. Forever. No. What the hell are you talking about? My boyfriend is not from here. Stop lying. He looked Asian. His parents are Asian, so he does location, but he's not from here. So he's really foreign? Yes, he worked on my companies for 3 years as a contract. Now that the 3 years are up, he's going back to his country. And he's bringing me his wife. What? Do you think I'm going to forgive you for that? I'm already legal and an adult, so I don't need anyone's permission to get married. Also, I'm going to work out his new company. So even if you contact my current company, do not going to say anything. Delete all your money here. No. I am near the airport right now. What? What are you saying? I'm going to finish the contract on this phone and leave tonight. What? I don't want to contact you anymore, so it's perfect. Tell Mom that as well. Wait. Bye. My brother was trying to drag me home, so he waited at the closest airport to our house. But unfortunately, since we had a job at a different parts of the country, we left from a different airport. When my brother realized it was useless, he went to my previous job. But obviously, they kicked him out, and also called security. My brother looks scary, but he's not scary at all inside. After that, my brother contacted my uncle for financial help, but my uncle texted me to figure out the actual situation. My mom and brother don't know about that. My uncle was so pissed, and as a result, they cut ties with all their relatives.